IT leaders need more than technical skills to succeed. So here's the hard truth. The things that made you brilliant in IT might actually be holding you back as a leader. So being the go-to problem solver, the one who fixed every ticket at lightning speed, the one who knew every system inside out, none of that prepares you for leading at scale. Suddenly, it's not just about your skills anymore. It's about balancing security, productivity, and manageability for hundreds, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So without a clear framework, you and your team end up trapped in firefighting mode, and no matter how hard you work, you stay there. So in this video, I'll show you how to make that shift from being the hero who solves the problems to the leader who prevents them. Let's jump in. So the IT leadership challenge. This is the challenge that every IT leader faces at one point. You didn't get here because you were bad at IT. You got here because you're great at it. You were the one who fixed things fast. You solved the hardest problems and kept everyone running when no one else could. But leadership changes the game. Suddenly, you're not just solving tickets or writing scripts. You're responsible for the strategy, the compliance, and the user experience, and doing it all with limited resources. And that's where it gets tough. The skills that made you an amazing engineer do not automatically make you an effective leader. So without structure, your day quickly turns into endless firefighting. And that tends to mean tickets are piling up, the compliance gaps create risk, users are frustrated with slow or unstable devices, and there's no time left for real long-term improvements. It's not about the effort, it's about the approach. Because without a new approach or a new way of working, small issues compound, technical debt grows, and you stay stuck reacting instead of leading, and ultimately everyone looks to you on how to solve this. So in order to get ahead in IT, you need to understand where your problems are really coming from. And this is the three-force problem. Leading in IT isn't just technical, it's a constant balancing act between the three forces that almost never align. The first one is employee productivity or the end user experience. People just expect fast, stable, and frictionless devices that just work. The second one is security and compliance, because every regulation, every audit, and every policy demands strict control, often at the expense of usability. And the third one is manageability, because you need to be able to do your work as well. And IT needs standardization and scalable processes so that the team doesn't drown in manual work. But obviously the problem is that these three forces always are pulling against each other. Tighten security and every user feels restricted. Personalized devices for productivity and management becomes an absolute nightmare. Standardization for manageability and your power users hit a wall. Without structure, IT ends up stuck in the middle, reacting to tickets, fixing incidents, and never getting ahead. And that's why so many teams feel trapped in firefighting mode, and every decision solved in one force is creating problems in another. So the question is, how do you break out of the firefighting cycle? You do not need to work harder, you just need to work smarter, and you need a structure. Leadership is about clarity, focus, and building a system that keeps the environment moving forward even when challenges come your way. So that's where the IT leadership framework comes in. It's built around 7 practical steps that show you how to get from chaos to control. So in the next few minutes, I'll walk you through each step, from defining your mission to setting a clear quality baseline, or to making progress very visible across the team. This is in theory. We've helped hundreds of teams this way, and it's a proven way to stop firefighting and start leading. All right, let's jump in. Step number 1 is to lead with purpose. Define your mission. Leadership starts with a purpose. Why does your IT environment exist to begin with? Who does it serve? Because without a mission, priorities easily compete and chaos takes over. So write a 1-sentence mission statement that anchors every decision. For example, to provide every employee with a reliable, secure, and fast digital workspace. That statement becomes your North Star, and when choosing where to spend your time, money, and focus. So step number 2 is leading with clarity. You need to gain real-time visibility because you can't lead what you can't see. Dashboards and real-time insight give you the truth about your IT fleet, about the health, compliance, and their performance. Without visibility, you're guessing, but with visibility, you're leading. Step number 3 is to create standards. Set a quality baseline. So what does good enough look like? Set measurable key quality metrics, as we call them, across experience, security, and manageability, the 3 forces. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. So for example, boot times under 90 seconds, no local admin rights, and security updates within 45 days. These baselines give your team clear targets to maintain, so everyone is rowing in the same direction. Step number 4 is to build confidence, track progress, and not perfection, because perfection stalls momentum. Progress builds it. Focus on the small wins, like fewer crashes, faster logins, fewer tickets. Every improvement shows that change is possible. It builds the confidence in your team and proves value to stakeholders. Improvement is a practice and it's not a one-time project. Step number 5 is to stay focused and automate the repetitive work. Consistency is impossible if everything depends on manual effort. Automation enforces your baseline quietly in the background, which you've just defined. Instead of drowning in noise, alerts only trigger when there's a real problem. That's the way your team stays focused on the meaningful work and not on just busy work. Step number 6 is to stay grounded and capture real user feedback. Data shows what's happening, users show you how it feels. So for example, like a racing team, they need feedback from their driver. IT leaders need input from their employees or the end users. Encourage proactive feedback, whether that's positive or negative. It validates the metrics that you're seeing and it shows the real experience is improving. Step number 7 is to keep progress visible and review this monthly, because leadership is about a rhythm. Set aside about 50 minutes each month to step back and review. Are things improving? Are they holding steady? Or are they slipping? Celebrate the small wins. For example, faster boot times, fewer crashes, and shorter ticket queues. Because regular reviews keep progress visible, they boost morale, and stop small issues from snowballing to begin with. And finally, step number 8 is to evolve your leadership. Raise the bar over time. Because once you set the basics under control, don't stop there. Revisit your quality baseline every 6 to 12 months and then raise the bar. Add a new metric. Expand your focus from stability to higher value improvements. Because IT leadership isn't just about solving today's problems, it's about creating the conditions for tomorrow's success. And as more of your environment runs smoothly and automatically, your team is free to focus on strategy, innovation, and delivering more value back to the business. Now, you might be wondering, how do you actually put all of these steps into practice without adding even more work to your IT team? And this is where Applixure comes in. So with Applixure Analytics, you get real-time visibility into the health of your computer fleet in minutes, not in months. And this is from a full fleet-wide view dashboard to device-level truth. This gives you the visibility you desperately need. With the Applixure workflow, you can create your quality baseline and automate the repetitive checks and rules that enforce your baseline, cutting down the noise and freeing your team to focus on meaningful improvements. And with Applixure feedback, you can capture employee sentiment directly from the end user, so you always know whether the technical data matches the user experience. Together, these tools help IT leaders move from firefighting to leading. You gain instant visibility, you set and maintain the standards automatically from day one, and you balance technical data with real user feedback. And all of this together makes it possible to manage twice as many devices with the same resources. Now, if you're interested in hearing more, head over to our website at applixure.com. If you manage at least 150 devices, make sure to book a demo so we can walk you through the platform together. All right, to wrap things up. Being great at IT doesn't automatically make you a great IT leader. Leadership isn't about fixing tickets faster or knowing every system inside out. It's about creating clarity, setting standards, and guiding your team with confidence. We hope with this framework you move from being the firefighter who reacts to the leader who builds structure, prevents issues, and drives long-term improvement. The shift isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter with purpose, visibility, and focus. So we hope you found this useful. You can find the full written article on this topic on our website as well. Make sure to follow us for more content like this, and otherwise, Applixure out.